at the age of 34.
Yeah, the troubled performer grew up in the limelight, but he was in and out of rehab several times in his short life.
The story surrounding the legal troubles of Sean Diddy Combs continues to spiral into chaos, with new revelations surfacing daily that paint an increasingly dark picture of the music mogul. Recently, the public learned that Diddy, once seen as a powerful figure in the music industry, is now embroiled in a federal racketeering, conspiracy, and trafficking case. His legal battles have only grown more complex with time, and some even suggest that the charges against him could lead to a life sentence. From leaked prison calls to former associates testifying against him, the case against Diddy is expanding in ways that many couldn't have imagined. Perhaps the most striking development is the crumbling of Diddy's once stellar legal team. Mark Agnifilo, a seasoned attorney with over 3 decades of experience and a reputation for handling high-profile cases, reportedly walked away from Diddy's defense midway through the trial. Agnifilo's departure shocked many, considering his long-standing success defending some of the most powerful individuals in corporate and criminal law. The fact that someone of his caliber chose to abandon the case speaks volumes about the strength of the evidence against Diddy, and sources suggest that the lawyer lost faith in both the case and his client. This has left Diddy scrambling to find new legal representation, and insiders have reported that he is finding it difficult to secure another top-tier attorney. As Diddy's legal team falters, a leaked prison phone call has made its way into the public eye, further damaging his reputation. In the recording, a voice believed to be Diddy's can be heard instructing one of his sons to get rid of pizza boxes. This cryptic phrase has left many wondering what it could mean. Some speculate that it might be code for physical evidence that Diddy is trying to conceal, while others think it could be a metaphor for something larger. Regardless of the exact meaning, the call has only added fuel to the fire, intensifying the scrutiny Diddy is facing. In addition to the leaked call, the authorities have uncovered a disturbing array of items during a search of Diddy's property. These items include firearms with scratched-off serial numbers, a massive stockpile of personal products, and recordings from Diddy's private gatherings. The most unsettling aspect of the discovery is the presence of these recordings, which allegedly feature individuals in highly questionable situations. Prosecutors believe these tapes are central to building their case against him. Furthermore, over 1,000 bottles of products, which seem to be connected to very specific activities, were seized. These details, along with the sheer volume of material collected, have made the allegations against Diddy even more difficult to dismiss. The prosecution has grown more confident in its case, and they claim to have an unprecedented amount of corroborating evidence. Witnesses are coming forward, digital evidence is pouring in, and the sheer scale of the materials seized suggests that Diddy's wealth and influence may not be enough to protect him this time. His defense team's efforts to sway public opinion by suggesting that the government is leaking negative information about him have failed to stem the tide of damning revelations. The legal battle is also intersecting with a long-standing mystery about Diddy's involvement in the tragic deaths of 2 of hip-hop's most iconic figures, Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G. Kim Porter, Diddy's former partner and the mother of 3 of his children, had allegedly been working on a memoir that would expose Diddy's darkest secrets. This manuscript, according to sources who claim to have had access to it, details abuse she suffered at his hands and her suspicions about his involvement in major controversies. Porter reportedly told close friends that if anything were to happen to her, they needed to make sure the book got published. Porter's sudden death in 2018, which was officially attributed to health complications, has raised suspicions, and rumors have swirled ever since about the true circumstances surrounding her passing. It is believed that Porter's manuscript could provide explosive revelations not only about Diddy's personal life, but also his potential role in some of the most controversial moments in hip-hop history. Some even claim that Porter had been planning to expose Diddy's involvement in the deaths of Tupac and Biggie, which have been shrouded in mystery for decades. Diddy's connections to both deaths have long been speculated upon, especially given the East Coast-West Coast rivalry in the 1990s that led to their untimely demises. Former LAPD detective Greg Kading, who led the investigation into these murders, has gone on record suggesting that Diddy offered a significant sum of money to have Tupac and his rival Death Row Records founder Suge Knight eliminated. Kading's claims align with statements made by Dwayne "Cypher" Davis, a former gang member who has also implicated Diddy in the events leading to Tupac's death. The most unsettling aspect of the unfolding story is how Porter's former associates are now coming forward with information that could change the course of the investigation. Courtney Burgess, a former associate of Porter's, claims to possess flash drives that contain recordings related to Kim's suspicions about Diddy. These tapes allegedly feature conversations in which Porter expressed fears about her safety and detailed incidents where she felt her privacy had been violated. This testimony, combined with Porter's reported contingency plans for her children in case something happened to her, paints a chilling picture of a woman who believed her life was in danger. In fact, some have suggested that Porter may have been preparing to expose not just Diddy's personal actions, but his possible involvement in larger criminal activities tied to his music empire. The saga surrounding Kim Porter's death is just one piece of the puzzle, however. Several other individuals who were close to Diddy or who had conflicts with him have also met untimely and mysterious ends. Andre Harrell, the legendary music executive who gave Diddy his first major break, passed away suddenly, sparking speculation about the potential reasons behind his death. Heavy D, another prominent figure in the music industry who shared a close relationship with both Diddy and Porter, also passed away under mysterious circumstances. These deaths, coupled with the resurfacing of Porter's manuscript, suggest that there may be a deeper, darker narrative that links these figures together. Now, as Diddy faces these mounting allegations, the public is starting to question his innocence. With his legal team falling apart, the accumulation of evidence against him, and the increasing number of witnesses coming forward, it seems less and less likely that Diddy can avoid facing serious consequences. His attempts to discredit the case, along with his public assertions of innocence, seem increasingly hollow as the investigation progresses. His past as a music mogul and cultural icon is being overshadowed by a growing list of accusations and revelations that threaten to destroy his legacy. As Diddy's legal team struggles to find a way forward, and as more and more evidence continues to surface, the case against him becomes an ever more complicated and explosive saga. It is not just a criminal case anymore, it has become an unraveling of secrets, betrayals, and potentially criminal acts that span decades. As the court of public opinion shifts, it remains to be seen whether Diddy will be able to clear his name or whether the mounting evidence will finally bring his long history of influence and power to an end. This case is far from over. Each new revelation adds another layer of complexity to an already tangled web of allegations. As more details emerge, it is becoming increasingly clear that this legal battle will be one of the most significant and shocking in recent history. For Diddy, his days as an untouchable mogul seem to be numbered. With his reputation in tatters, his defense team in disarray, and the evidence mounting against him, the once mighty figure in the music world is now facing one of the darkest chapters of his life. The next few years will likely define his future, and the public is watching closely as the saga continues to unfold.